associated with it, and not all federations are able to provide the finance to do so.
No, they're not. And what you can see is when there is a gem or a diamond in the rough that does perform, you see that the difference that it makes to one particular nation and the support that's then applied to that country and that federation to pushing through their athletes. You know, in a perfect world, it'd be great if everyone had the same support, but that's not how the world works. And
there was a lovely little moment there from this man, Zabihollah Poorshab, as he just gives a little hug to the mascot, the young lad, child coming out to support him. The bout for the male minus 84 kilogram category, this is between Ugur Aktas of Turkey, world champion under 21 level in 2015, 6 times European champion at various levels, and 3 Karate 1 Premier League wins under his belt. But his opposition here, Poorshab, is a bronze medalist in senior level, world champion at junior level, and twice Karate 1 Premier League winner, and a bronze medalist in Istanbul just last month. So between both of these players, a huge amount of experience. And well, we have Aktas still young at 22 years old, Poorshab at 30 years old, but still able to deliver the goods, and certainly in the coming 2 years he will still be looking to get himself to Tokyo 2020, and he demonstrates that immediately with that counter punch, doesn't he? Fabulous Chudanzuki from Zabihollah Poorshab to open the score 1-0 and the Senshu advantage.
And I think what's great to see here is that, as you mentioned with regards to the age gap, you've almost got a 10-year age gap here between these two athletes. And age isn't a number here in this game.
No.
Because it's all about, you know, what you're able to do on the mat and what the experiences that you require, you need, and the hunger and the passion. And at this level, these two men are one of the two top men in the two men in the category who are able to perform at elite level consistently and score credible clean points.
And what I love to see, that was a good counter punch there.
Beautiful.
There was a beautiful counter punch there from Ugur Aktas. The Gazamazuki, it was a Chudan Gazamazuki, which is not often seen, but he takes the score, Yuko, so it's now 1 point each, but it is still Poorshab who has the Senshu advantage. As we come into the last 2 minutes of the bout. Good combination there. Jordan Gazamazuki followed up by the Jordan Mawashi. But the challenge from Aktas, the coach is asking for a video review. We'll have to see what the review panel make of that. Did you see anything there that would have made you put a flag out had you been a judge there, Natalie?
I think so. I think that the only thing is that it's so quick. It's brilliant that you do have the video review, because so many things can be missed by the human eye.
Well, there we see the Jordan Zuki as the punch went in, but he turned away a bit, so perhaps he didn't have the
maybe he didn't meet all of the criteria to score the point.
And you've got to meet all 6 criteria, haven't you?
Yes.
Now, the world champion for this category is Ryotaro Araga from Japan. He's also the Karate 1 Grand winner from 2017, and Araga will be going for gold later in the program. So make sure you listen in and stay tuned to watch that, because that is going to be some performance, I'm sure, from Ryotaro Araga. Poorshab takes Aktas down to the tatami, but he did use both hands, and he's not allowed to do that. So he might get penalised. But it is, in fact, Aktas is going to have the penalty.
I think, for holding on as he went down.
He did to start he start with, didn't he? Yeah. So that is true. That is true.
Both men here really executing their strategies in this match.
So you have been competing over the weekend?
I have.
And obviously you didn't get into the finals, but how do you feel about your performance?
I think my performance is good. I was on the back of an injury recovery, and this is the first major event to attend in the calendar since Morocco, I think, for me. So happy with the performance, and definitely a lot to take home, because it's as with anyone who does karate as a karate player, you're constantly learning. You're never standing still. Win or lose, you have to learn and go back to the drawing board and then execute what you need to do to come back and train.
So will you be going to Tokyo for the last of the Premier League season?
I will do. I'll be attending Tokyo. I won't be doing Chile with regards to the Series A.
Yeah.
But for me, definitely Tokyo is in the calendar. You see these men now, it's getting more intense. Both men want to score that point. They don't want to leave it to the decision of referees.
Well, there is a difference here at the moment, because Poorshab has the senchu.
Exactly.
And Aktas has now received another warning for holding.
Oh, brilliant timing there from Poorshab.
He has got some fantastic timing.
And
he just knows exactly, doesn't he?
With the experience, with that 10-year difference, it's that the game changes for you. Where
Yes.
physically you may not be able to do as much, but your timing and your reading of the match is a bit more superior.
Yes, and Ugur Aktas, he's just been asked to leave the tatami because his gi has been torn. So he's going to have to
replace his
top. But there's only 9 seconds on the clock, but never mind. He still has. It's perceived to be a potential hazard. You could catch a finger or something like that and damage your opponent. So safety is always paramount. And at the moment, we still have Poorshab leading 2 points to 1, and Poorshab has the senchu advantage as well. And from your point of view, one of the things that we talked about just while we waited for Aktas to come back onto the tatami, in terms of being a professional athlete, that's not your profession. You are an athlete. You're a professional athlete, I know, but you also have a very interesting job. Can you tell us about your work?
I work in the music industry and have been for the best part of the last, I think, probably 15 years.
Yes.
So 10 years of working with the biggest record label in the world, Universal Music.
Yes.
Working with some of the stars that you know in the world, and some of the most interesting projects, from the Beatles to Kanye West to pretty much everyone.
Wow.
And I was very lucky. I was in a position to work for an organisation that supported what I did as an athlete.
But you're a graduate. It's a graduate.
It's graduate from the moment I finished university, graduated with my degree, went straight into work, and was very, very lucky to work in a profession that was supportive, fun, and still with regards to the cultural side of the world. Yeah. So in entertainment, but still having a dabble in sport.
And you've worked with Apple Tunes as well, I believe?
I have. So I spent probably 3 to 4 years assisting in rolling out of Apple Music and Spotify and Google Play. So that music, the introduction of streaming was at the very beginning of that. So, I can prove that you can have a professional career on one side as well as being...
And still perform at world level. How do you manage your time?
It's hard, and you never have enough hours in the day, but as long as you can plan, and I think the years of doing karate, from a child, it's instilled in you to have that discipline in what you need to apply. You can apply what you do as a karate player into your real life as well, which is why I've had success professionally outside of that.
Well, and and it certainly has been successful. What would you say would be your best memory?
As an athlete,
I know you've won the World University Championships twice. But
do you know the best memories come from your team and the experience and the time that you spend with them, because they're technically your second family.
Okay, we're back into the last 9 seconds of the match. This is the men's minus 84 kilogram category. There's a challenge there. The coach from the Aktas he stood up in.
Poorshab now has a Hansukachiri warning.
He did.
He's now lost senchu.
So Poorshab has lost the senchu advantage. As the time ticks down to 0, it's still 2 points to 1.
And he wins the match.
But there was a video review challenge from the coach of Poorshab. Now, whether that video review won't make any difference to the outcome, because Poorshab has won the match bout anyway. And I think the challenge came in after the Yame, so it is invalidated. But as you say, Natalie, the experience there of Zabihollah Poorshab shone through, didn't it?
Definitely. He was able to counter, he was able to anticipate movement, which is, as any martial artist knows, is what happens as you get older in the game.
Well, you have to use that experience. We've seen a range of, there's a closed in with that Jordan Zuki. Try that Washiri. It's interesting how he kind of ducks in. I'm not quite breaking the rules. I'm not quite pushing. I'm just trying to move around.
He's very good at utilising the rules to his benefit.
Yeah, well, you have to do so. And that's the importance of